Spuds and the Clocks of Gold. Written by Seamus Conaill and illustrated by Daniele Archimede. It was the 1st of May, the start of summer, but for Spuds Potsofgold it was not a good day. Two things had gone horrible wrong. First, he's been carrying his crock of gold back to Toadstool cottage to porridge it. The sun had been so warm, he thought he'd sit down and rest his back. Before he knew it, he was snoring away. When he woke hours later, he jumped up and looked around.
Shamrock shakes and chocolate cakes. My crock of gold is gone.
He exclaimed. Spuds ran back to Toadstool cottage, looking sourly at Bunny and Tyler, the two golderests who live in a chestnut tree in the garden.
Shut up with that terrible singing,
he said. But the birds continued to whistle their power ballad. What's a grumpy old gruncheon? Spuds rushed into the kitchen of Toadstool cottage. His wife wrote goodies to shoes, and his pet mouse, Steve, jumped.
It's gone.
He wailed.
I'm a pauper.
The clock can't have gone so far, Rose said.
You don't understand,
said Spuds.
A leprechaun without his gold, he might as well be a troll.
Meow, said Steve. For Steve was convinced he was really a cat. Just then, the second horrible thing happened. Spuds' bulbous nose began to quiver just a little at first. Then the tip began to turn pink, then red. His nostrils began to wiggle and flare. Before he knew it, Spuds was inhaling deeply. The tingle in his nose like 1,000 feathers.
Achoo! Achoo!
For it was the beginning of summer, and Steve had begun to melt his winter coat.
Achoo!
One of Steve's tickly little hairs had followed up Spuds' last notes. The next morning, things were no better. Steve had been shedding lots and lots of tickly hairs overnight.
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
Spuds woke up with a giant sneeze, and another, then another so violent that Steve jumped up and hid under a small chair in the corner of the room. All around the bedroom were millions of hairs. They were stuck to the curtains, glued to the bed sheets, matched into the carpet. But mostly they were stuck up poor Spud's nose. He and Rose got to work dusting curtains, shaking out sheets and cleaning carpets. Bunny and Tyler whistled a song to cheer Spud up as he grumbled and grumbled.
What are you looking at?
He roared, although he was interrupted by a sneeze. Bunny and Tyler jumped at the terrific noise and flew away. Finally, after cleaning up all the hairs, he was about to put them into the bin.
Don't do that. Give them to me,
Rose said. She carefully took the clump of hair and put it safely in a little box.
Things aren't always what they seemed. Treasure doesn't always scream.
Spuds gave a hum. His clock of gold had screamed beautifully. Over the next few weeks, Steve's meltings got worse and worse. The hair got over Spuds' smart green suit and hat. It stuck to the sofa and to the furry mat. But the sneezes were what drove Spuds mad. His morning paper always ended up with red spots all over it. And one achoo sent carrot soup flying across the kitchen.
Achoo! Achoo!
Rose did her best to clean all the hair she could, putting it into a little box.
Are you still carrying on with that nonsense?
Spuds sighed. Rose shook her head.
Things aren't always what they seem. Treasure doesn't always scream.
As the summer continued, the sun got hotter and hotter. Steve the mouse squeezed his eyes shut, willing his hair not to fall out. Spuds, his nose dripping and snuffling, made all the wishes he could, but the hair still went everywhere. Even lectures McWeb, the spider who lived in a crack in the wall, decided to leave Toadstool Cottage and visit his sister in Dublin. Rose, meanwhile, got on with things. Whenever Spuds told her to throw out that dusty bundle of hair, which was getting bigger and bigger, she said mysteriously,
Things aren't always what they seem. Treasure doesn't always scream.
Then autumn came, and just as the first leaves were starting to fall, Rose looked out the window.
It's time,
she said, and she put the box out on the windowsill. Bunny and Taylor flew over, taking away little tufts of hair. After a while, some of their another bird friends appeared. Before Spud knew it, the hair was gone.
In the snow, it will keep us cozy and making our nest feel nice and toasty. Hey!
Spuds called up into the chestnut tree.
What do you want that itchy hair for? For winter,
Bunny said.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Spuds,
they whistled. Spuds thought about the two little birds flying from tree to tree. He called up.
When you soared high in the sky, did something shiny catch your eye? We did see something very shiny in Magpie's net,
Bunny said.
Gold coins in a bucket or a basket. A clock?
Spuds jumped with glee. Spuds marched to Magpie's tree and got back his clock of gold, giving her a good scolding. She was very, very sorry.
It was a naughty thing to do, but shiny things turn my brain to gold.
Every summer after that, when Steve would start to melt, Spuds would open his windows each morning and let Bonnie and Tyler fly into the house. Within minutes, his cottons, clothes, and cheese would be picked clean off the hairs. In return, they whistled any song he liked and let him know if Magpie was nearby.
Thanks for watching and listening. Hit the subscribe button.
Thanks for watching and listening. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe if you didn't subscribe our channel yet. Looking forward to see you again next time. For tonight, good night.
Good night. Bye.